Friends and family, near and far, we've gathered here today to watch some chess by the one and only Chess Dojo crew, commentated by someone who woke up 5 minutes ago. Anyone? Ooh. Testing? Hello all. Hi Joel. How are you? Alright. Well, it's a little bit too early for me. But we have a burrito. And so life is okay. Burrito. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here today for the one and only Kostya and Matt. Games of chess, round 5 of this tournament. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. They've already played 2 other games today. God bless them. Let's see what we got. E4. He knows. He knows the way. Hold on. Why is this not working? Technical difficulties. Bam. Chicken out of the oven. What a Dutch thing to say. Just kidding. B3. Can someone please enlighten me? I've never seen this before. Usually when I play against the French, I just play D4. I'm sure this is a line because I am Kostya. However, I have never seen this, so I'm excited to dive in. Funny sideline. Okay. Okay. No, Joel, get back here. Joel, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? Like, you showed me this game, I'm like, this is a 400 game. Like, there's no way. Obviously, they're 2, like, insanely talented, high-rated players, but, like, what is this? E4, E6, B3, D5, bishop B2, D takes E4. Okay. So you're not going to try any. I'm assuming this is just suicide. Which makes sense. Okay. Okay. Alright, so that's Kostya's game so far. Matt's game so far. Oh. Is this the same game? Yes. Matt's game so far. Also a French. Let's flip it around. Also French. That's just what Matt be doing. Okay. So again, I don't know this opening either. The only French, I don't see the French played that much among my generation of folks. I feel like the young crowd don't like the French no mo. They don't really be playing it. I only see older people play it. Not that they're old, but they're older than me. I feel like you have to be like 25 plus to be playing the French. Okay, takes here. Okay. So, does anyone here in the chat play the French and want to enlighten me about what's going on here? Like, what are the main ideas for these kinds of openings? I wish I knew more. Like this setup versus this setup. Go, Kostya, go! Exactly. I've had that Fianchetto opening played on me, and defending the pawn is not a good time. Didn't work out for me. Ah, interesting. So you're just like, nah. You're saying you played F5 in these kinds of things? Yeah, it's hard, man. Alright. We're gonna just leave it here for a sec. Realizing that the camera is actually really unnecessarily cropped in the wrong way. Give me 1 second. There we go. Now we can see the opponent. Cool. Yeah, that makes sense actually. That definitely makes a lot of sense. Should we check the standings of how they're doing? And I'm gonna eat my breakfast. Event. Standings. Great. So, no standings here. Okay. Results. Let's take a peek. No results. Great. Why? Home? It's cool that they have all these people on here. I saw that Witty Alien won his first OTP game with the Alien Gambit, which is so freaking awesome. Okay. So where are the standings is my question. More about this event. Schedule format. Okay. Schedule finished. Okay. So where is the result? Please. All right. Well, we don't know how they've been doing. So unless somebody wants to put the results in the chat, I could go searching for it, but I'm a little bit lazy for that. So found from Lee Chess, sick. No comment on that. So it looks like okay, Kostya's in 7th place with 4.5 out of 5, is that right? No. Wait. Points 3 points. Out of 5? Wait, I'm so confused. Okay, so, he has 3.5 out of 4. 3.5 out of 4, because this is round 5. Okay. Oh, there's Anna. Yay. Diana. Okay. Okay, I really don't understand what this is. It's like, okay. Matt has 2. Okay. All right. So takes and takes and takes and then takes and takes and takes. Okay. Interesting. This isn't a move, is it? I don't know if I'm awake enough to not use the engine. It's definitely not a move because you just move the rook away with tempo. Okay. Heard. So what does Kostya do here? D4? What is the line? I'm sure he knows the line. D4 is a line, maybe? But then you block it in. Maybe you... Should we see what the line is? This is called the Horwitz Papa Tekulat Gambit. So the continuation is knight. Oop. Can you guys see this, by the way? Yes. Okay. So knight takes e4. Frick. Knight takes e4. Can you guys still see this? No. Great. Every time it's a different chess.com setup and I have to remove it, which is just like, why? All right. So let's get out the opening repertoire here. Okay. So knight takes e4, queen takes e4. There are 20 games played like this. Bishop f6. Okay. So d4 is the main move. There's really nothing else to do. Castling queenside is crazy. Okay. So should we look at a game where this happens? Queen d5, queen e3, c5, castle. Okay, so there's one game like this. How does it end? Oh, can we keep going? Okay. Okay. Interesting. Cool. How are you guys doing this fine morning? I would love to just sit and watch and eat my burrito, but I feel like I have to say things. As what to say? Oh wow, he castles! Oh my god! Oh my god, he castles! Oh my god. Wow. Okay. I mean, he's definitely looked at this. I wonder what like the chess-based database says. Because this is not the most popular move. Yeah, into the fire. So, yeah. So the main line is d4, and basically nobody has played this move. Yeah. There's one move, bishop takes b2. One move that says knight c6. I'm wondering if someone has chess base or something. Could see, like, yeah. Wow, he castles. Okay, I'm surprised. I'm really surprised. It's cool though. Enjoy your burrito. I will. All right. So, why would Kostya That's actually really interesting. Because I feel like you need, I don't know. For me, maybe Matt doesn't play e4, e5. That's why he's like, ah. But to me, it's like you need to get this e5 in. And it looks basically like an e4, e5, like Italian type of situation. Like this comes here, this comes here, this comes here. Like, you know, you castle, knight f1, knight g3. I don't know. This is what I play, so maybe I'm projecting. But like it looks like an e4, e5 type of thing. But I don't think we want white to... We don't want to allow e5, do we? I mean, I guess he is allowing e5. Again, like, he knows the theory much better than I do. But I probably wouldn't have played e5. Let's see what the engine likes. Okay, e5. Knight c6. Bishop d5. Okay. Okay. So the engine likes e5. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Just like general opening principles. Yeah, so I think black's gonna play e5. Where is black's rating? Does black not have a rating? That's fucking terrifying. Sorry, I don't know if Chess Dojo allows cursing. That is terrifying. Yeah. So. What? Okay. I don't know. General opening principle. It's like if you have the space, then you should take it. Like obviously you don't want to overextend, but like taking the center with e5, I feel like only just gives you. I don't know, just gives you more space. Knight has to relocate. Like, even if the knight goes to d5, it's like, I don't know. I feel like when you get the chance to play e5, you do. Like, even, I don't know, against the Alpin, like e4, c5, c3. And if you play knight f6, you play e5. That kind of thing. So I'm interested. Maybe, I don't know. I wonder who's gonna get e5 in first. I mean, maybe this guy's like, okay, like, you know, I can get e5 in next move. There's no rush. Like, even if he goes here, he can still go e5. So maybe now he needs to go e5. Kind of lock it down. Can someone confirm that the other accounts are streaming also? I guess I can check, but... Oh, I am on Chess Dojo. Strange opening by white. UDX-E4 let him off the hook a bit, releasing tension too early and changing the structure in white's favor. Yeah, so according to the analysis, sorry, taking is not a line. I'm sure Matt just didn't know it. I mean, this is yeah. Even in the database, it's like not, do we have the database here? Yeah, so c5, b6, and knight c6. And if we try to explain why, what did you say? Releasing tension too early, changing the structure in white's favor. Yeah. I don't know. I would just think this, and e5 would be my thought. But it's just because I want to transpose into an opening that I know, which is e4, e5. So it's like a bad reason. But I guess this would be nice because takes and takes. I guess if he takes back this way, this is like a Sicilian type of thing. Yeah. I don't know. It's hard for me. Like I don't really understand. I think at my level why taking this is bad. Releasing tension, all these things. All right, let's look at Kostya's game. Oh my god, I have too many tabs open. Where is he? Okay. Ooh. All right. So okay, Harry McMahon. I don't know if you saw this situation, but this was a crazy opening. He just played like bishop b3, bishop b2 here, allowing d takes e, and then getting it back this way. I guess assuming that the queen is gonna leave the light square bishop's diagonal. And yeah, I was thinking d4. I think d4 is the main line, but Kostya's a fancy guy. Yeah. And now he's being attacked. I don't know, I just wonder how safe this is. Like, I just would prefer this setup so much more than this. Like, there's a huge dark square weakness. I don't know if you can necessarily take advantage of it, but I feel like you could try. I don't know. I just, this looks a little bit weak. I mean, Kostya's king is definitely weaker. But he voluntarily did this. So, it makes me think that he knows what he's doing. He's also an international master, so, yeah. I'm excited to see this game, though, because I think, I don't know, opposite side castling is always fun. You just launch the things. Alright, what's happening here? Wow, okay, so you're allowing e5. Okay, Matt plays e5. Let's go. I don't understand how you could allow e5 here. I don't know. I just, like, if I were whatever side, I would want to play e5, like, so fast. Again, I also don't know if it's because it's just what I'm comfortable with, but it just, you need to take space, I think. Yeah. I'm so shocked that they didn't play e5 first and then bishop g2 to keep this open. I feel like you need to play bishop d2 first to keep, like, I don't know. I feel like if you're gonna put this bishop here, you don't want this pawn here, right? And you have the opportunity to kick it out. Like, I don't think this is really, like, I don't know. I feel like this is so much better than this. Like, maybe, did he forget Matt had this move? Like, this bishop is just so much worse now. Am I wrong? Taking basic exchanges in the d5 for the d3 pawn. Taking basically exchanges the d5 for the d3 pawn. d5 is much better, though. It's more advanced and saw the way of the pieces. Oh, interesting. I've never looked at it like that. Huh. So we're trading this for this. This is a strong pawn, and that's a weak pawn. Interesting. Okay. Why didn't Kostya play g4 instead of knight takes e4? Pawn gambit is a gambit. No need to try to get it back immediately. Let's take a look. So g4 instead of knight takes e4. g4. It's just like, where are you going? Where are you going? I just think that, like, I don't know. Like, unless you can justify it with h4. I mean, this is a line. It's just like, I don't know. It feels like overextension a little bit. I guess the point is that you don't want to let this, you want to keep this bishop a monster, which makes sense. Now after e5, it's like filled with the first colors, yeah. I really like your vibe. Thank you. Kind of streamer I enjoy watching more. Is this your first time? Is this your first time on the in the stream? Hi, Raven. He gambited a pawn and is also castling queenside. I just thought it was more consistent to start the storm. That's an interesting thought, actually. I will bring it up to him after the game. I just wonder if, what if you just do this? I just wonder if it's like a liability, you know what I mean? Like even let's say like this kind of thing happens. It's like the same thing with the pawns on g4. Like, I don't know, it just feels like a bit of a liability. Like, you need to get g4 and then you need to get like h3 in, and it's like, I don't know. Those are two moves you could be developing. So that's why I'm like, Okay, interesting. So it actually looks like this line here. The engine wants castling. Oh no, the engine wants d4, but it's like the same thing. Cool. Yeah. No, it's an interesting thought though. I don't know. It feels more like, it just feels like, what's the word? It doesn't feel as solid. I can't find the word, but it's more of like a skeleton type of feeling. Like, I don't know. It just, yeah, it feels more shaky, the setup. Like there's more potential to kind of like, I don't know, more potential for tricks, it feels like. Black's advantage indeed hinges upon getting e5 in. Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking too. Like, I'm just shocked, like, I don't know. Like, again, they're better at chess than me, but like, how are you gonna play bishop g2 and not get e5 in first? Like, it's just screaming to be played, I think. Like, the fact that you play bishop g2 and then just like allow your bishop to be stuck is just crazy. Like, I just don't think that that's right. I just don't think that, I don't know. That has to be wrong. Let's check the analysis. So, if we go back, yeah, so e5 is the top engine move. So, for some reason, actually, now it's saying bishop g2. So, why not e5 now, is my question. Oh, okay. I'm bad, because you lose a pawn. So, maybe he realized it now, but realized it doesn't work. Or maybe that's what he was afraid of? Like, coming this way? Like, e5, knight here. So how do we protect this pawn? That's actually a great question. Here. Ah, okay. You just need to have some more long, like, you need to just think a little bit farther down the line, I think. I feel like it's very easy to be protected. You just gotta make sure that you have a general idea of where all your pieces are going. I mean, you could probably do this right away, no? I don't know, maybe he thinks it's overextended or something. Maybe he, like, wants to get a 4 in, I don't know. Huh. Is this a line? Okay. Anyway, yeah, I think this makes sense that he's a little bit nervous. Maybe he saw it too late. But I guess it makes sense after this. He doesn't know what to do here. Wait, but can't we? Can't we do this? I feel like we're fine. I don't know. I think e5 was the way to go. We'll see what Matt has to say about it. But I think he had opportunity to play e5 like right here. Yeah, we'll ask him. Cool. I can think of for why you trade the bishops. Because my first thought's like, ooh, get it on this nice diagonal. But like, even if you like, this is not a threat. I feel like it's happy. Kostya's happy with this. And I guess if it's like this, I don't know. Black gets a little bit ahead on the attack. Like you already got a piece you can double or swing around, but like I don't know what the plan is. This? Perhaps? We'll see. But I wonder what Kostya's gonna do. I wonder if Kostya's gonna trade the bishops or not. I guess his only other option is like, I mean, he can chill. He can go this way, and then, I don't know. But the rook doesn't really necessarily belong here. But maybe you can double and like, you can't even push d5. You can double and then go this way maybe? Why don't you play in tournament? Great question. Well, it's in Italy. So, unless somebody's flying me out to Italy, it is very early in the morning for me right now, as I am on the other side of the world. So, yeah, that's why. I'd be down though. I played in a tournament last week actually, and I have a really cool game that I am excited to show you guys. I hung my queen. It's like a free queen, but you can't take it because it's a pawn checkmate. And he like resigned in that position. And then like basically like he either had to defend the pawn checkmate, which he couldn't do except by giving up a rook, or he just lose his full queen. Like our queens were both like staring at each other, both unprotected. But I had the piece that could make the decision. Anyway, it was so satisfying. It was my most aesthetic OTB game. Italy is far away. Hi, Joel. You're back. Okay. In exact position for Kostya, remove all of the pieces on the board besides the king and pawns. White is winning, so I think Kostya should try to head towards the endgame. Interesting. What do we think Kostya's gonna do? Okay, Kostya leaves it. Oh, okay. That's actually a really pretty move. That's pretty. I'm assuming if he takes this way, we're gonna take with the rook, though. Yeah. Joel, someone mentioned this line for Kostya. Where? Sorry. I guess I have two questions for you, Joel, since you're here. I don't know where Matt's game went. Oh, this is Matt's game. Okay, great. Where are you? Okay. Actually, let me cover some updates on Matt's game first. So we were surprised. We were surprised that nobody played e5 for such a long time. I thought that Matt was gonna takes and play e5. But then I was like, maybe I just have bias because I play e4, e5 all the time, and I just want to transpose into that because that's what I know. But I really do think e5 is nice. I thought that I was so confused. I'm like, why are you playing bishop g2 before playing e5? Because like you play bishop d2, I play e5. Now your bishop is staring at your pawn. Wouldn't you want this bishop to stare at something else of the opposite color? I don't know. I was surprised. I really thought that you'd want to open up the bishop. But he just let it get locked in. Now it's like, what are you even doing, buddy? What's the idea here? Like, wouldn't it be kind of nice on this square? I don't know. I don't know. I always put my bishop on that square. I feel like it's a nice square for the bishop. I'm not really sure. Like, are you trying to fianchetto or something? I don't think so. I don't know. I'm surprised. I would like this bishop right on this diagonal, please. A5 first, so no B4. But even so, like, I don't really care, do I? Like, play A5 or play A6? Do I care? Is this bad for me? Getting all these extra moves in? I don't know. I'm wondering if I care about it. Yeah, it is a lot of space. Can we play A5 instead of A6? Swing it this way. I don't know, you get this in. And maybe this. Yeah, I don't like it. Okay. So maybe, I don't know, I'm just wondering, maybe he's just chilling here. He's gonna come out of dormant, he's like a little dormant volcano. He's like, Rain, when am I gonna erupt this way? Yeah, maybe A5 then. Oh, okay, maybe, okay. Maybe A5. I just don't know where the future of this bishop is. It's not here. This bishop needs to be utilized. Okay. Kostya's game, Joel, someone came up with an interesting line. This was actually chaos, this opening. But someone was saying, what about G4? Which seems a little bit sketchy. I feel like it just creates a weakness. But like, apparently something like this. I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know how safe it is. It looks like very risky. Probably just equal. We're gonna be chilling for a while. Okay. Anyway, that's not what happened in the game, but I just wanted to know your thoughts on it, Joel. This G5 H4 idea. What happened was we got into this situation, and D4 is the main line, but Kostya castled. And we got into this type of thing, which I also want to know your thoughts on because, I don't know. I've never really, I don't really feel safe. But also, I don't know. I haven't played positions like these, and I've never like voluntarily put my king in this type of setup. So I wonder how safe it is. Someone mentioned that in the endgame, this is better. Like just look at the pawns and the kings. But I feel like we're just so far away from that. Okay, so he takes with a rook, I'm assuming. Yes! Okay. I don't know, I'm surprised. I guess it makes sense he wants to trade this off. But I don't know, like, this is really pretty. This is pretty. I mean, you can just defend it, obviously, but, like, it's pretty. Bring this rook this way. I feel like all your pieces are really nice. Like, rook d1, rook h3, like, I don't know. I feel like all your pieces are on really, really good squares. Like, look at this gorgeous knight here. Yeah. The pieces are just really, really nice. I've seen something like this in Blitz before. Probably Kostya wants a game where he has a small edge. Cool. Rook h3 is the main threat. I know, but it's, I don't know. It's just nice to have the rook on the third rank, I think. Rook g3 threatens knight c6 immediately. What? Ah, yeah. Ooh. I didn't even consider knight c6 as a threat. Yeah, that's a really nice threat, actually. Yeah, rook g3 is actually way better than rook h3. Rook g3 is nice. Yeah, I would pick white setup here over black setup any day. I mean, like, you still gotta deal with all of these guys. And for me, I'm almost done. Okay. Where is this knight going? Here? Okay. Maybe it's just chilling for now. Maybe you go here and here and here. That way it takes and you can take this way and like do something. I'm not sure. I'm assuming we will see knight d5 basically winning a tempo because I do not think Kostya wants to trade queens. And this is coming. So if we go knight d5, where's the queen going to? Hello, Finbar. Where's the queen going to after knight d5? I'm not sure, to be honest. Queen e4? Knight d5, f6. Where are we moving the queen? Let's say... Hey, let's go! Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, Smooth Brain. Smooth Brain is a new chess streamer. You guys should give him a follow. Thank you for the raid. Maybe g4. Maybe g4 is a square. Okay, so queen, so knight, okay, so knight d5, queen g4. Can you do this? Just kick you out? I'm scared about this though. I'm kind of trapped, so maybe not. I don't really like this. Maybe the knight needs to come back to g4. I don't know. Let's say this. I don't know. The pieces I feel like are easy to dislodge now that I'm thinking about it. Oh. I see. You're right. E6 is hanging. Also, Kostya's up a lot of time. 20 minutes. So that is a nice square for the queen, actually. I don't know. I'm just making moves now. We'll see what he does. Alright, this game's boring. Something needs to happen. Sack or something. I'm just kidding. Alright. I don't know. I just think that this bishop needs to move here. So, I like your idea a lot, Joel. Play a5. Play a5. And then with the idea of playing bishop c5. I like it. I like it a lot. I just don't think that the bishop is just like wasted potential on c8 or f8, you know what I mean? We'll see. Now I'll eat the rest of my burrito. Bishop f8 is really nice because it gets out of the way of other things while still having some scope. But is the purpose of our bishop to get out of the way of other things? Like, if the bishop is here, like, this becomes a hanging pawn. Maybe he's worried about this. Like, if I come this diagonal, you get hit by bishop e3. But now, you get your bishop. Like, imagine this bishop on e3. How beautiful a bishop it is. Versus this. I've played these positions and I agree they're boring as hell. I've played positions like these too. Oh my god. Can be activated way later. Okay. Okay. I don't know. I just think that this kind of bishop is much nicer than this one. B4, B5. Yeah, so that's why we were saying A5 first, to stop all of that. Alright. Kostya's up a lot of time, which we like. Why is there so much of this other dude in the frame and not as much of Kostya? We want more of Kostya. Screw this other guy. Just kidding. We love our chess opponents. Cool. Leave no piece standing. Great. Yeah, maybe it's just a playing style preference. What? Where is this poor bishop going? I understand that you castle already, but this is painful for me. I don't know. I know that... What's some nice music? I don't know. Like, I understand it's just a different playing style, but like my playing style, like I would be so sad about this bishop. I would want it to be like, I don't know. It's just like, you know, like look at the difference. Matt is a French player, at least one bishop needs to suffer. He's gonna just bring it out at the end of the game and be like, wah ha ha ha. I'm sad. Queen e7 doesn't make sense. Well, I don't know. I see where he's coming from. He's like, I don't want to put this queen on the d file where the rook attacking me. Gotta get out of here. The thing is, you could also just like have this bishop here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, you get pinned, but like at least the bishop's outside. Like at least it can go places. Here, it's like can't even move one square. Black's pawn was on c6. Black's pawn was on c6. Knight on d7. And his queen on c7. That would be a much harmonious setup. c6, knight d7, queen d7. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. You don't got time for that anymore. I mean, and also you need to do this. It's just like there's no fianchettoing happening here. Like, there's no fianchettoing happening. The bishop deserves to be here. Or here. Not here. Poor guy. Because then he's going to develop all his pieces and he's start asking himself, like, you know, what's my biggest weakness? Like, what's my worst placed piece? And it's obvious what your worst placed piece is. But, like, it was very, like, could not have, it was, like, easily avoidable to not be your worst piece. Okay, this is what we got. No, we didn't. Just kidding. This guy's gonna flag. I see a flag when I see a fellow flag, not flagger, but flaggy. Bishop d6 is still not good. Yeah, maybe. I also don't know what I'm talking about, and Matt is better than me at chess, so I'm just kind of saying things. But I do think that this bishop belongs somewhere else. Why is bishop d6 not good? That's something I would play, to be honest. Like, I think bishop c5 is better. Like, I think a5, bishop c5 is ideal. But I do think that bishop d6 is better than bishop f8. Although bishop c1 going 3 is better than one on f8. The same can be said about the bishop on e6 versus the bishop on g2. That's fair. That's fair. Which, again, I don't understand how that happened. Because that was also something that was very, very avoidable for white. Like, you could just play e5 first. And then your bishop becomes really strong. Well, Rachel, all of what you said about Matt's vision makes sense to me. Yes! Let's go. Bishop be on c5, pawn a5, and queen on d7. Yeah. Yeah. We will bring this up to him after the game and see what he thinks about it. But it's just a waste of time. Yeah. I agree. I think that, like, it belongs on c5 objectively, but I'd rather have it on d6. If the options were d6 or f8, I'd rather have it on d6. Did this start as a King's Indian attack? No. KIA? What is that? This is what this is. Frick. This is a game. So, apparently this is not a book move. And the way someone in the chat explained it was that we're trading this for this. This is doing things. This one's not doing things. And you just keep the tension with c5 here, here, here. But Matt just took, which I thought was fine. I don't know. I probably would have taken him play e5 because I'm like, oh, this transposes something I know. But he didn't play e5, which I was surprised about. And nobody played e5 for so long. It's like, when is someone going to play e5? Matt finally played e5. I was like, okay, cool. I just think the person who plays e5, like, gets an advantage. That queen on e7 saying, why am I here? Why do I exist? And this bishop, Matt's like in his head, he's like justifying this bishop on f8. He's like, well, the sack here doesn't work. It doesn't work because my bishop here is protecting all the things. No. Like, this don't look too nice, man. I'm not really a fan. I'm not really a fan. You know, now this guy just becomes really nice. The queen will go to c5 instead of the bishop. Yeah. Like, I mean, you're gonna go back to d7? Yeah, taking looks really bad. Like, this guy opens up. Like, everything, like, this is coming. Like, I'm scared. We can't take, I don't think. But then he has to succumb. He has to realize that he messed up with queen e7. And he has to say, okay, I messed up. Sunk cost fallacy. It's fine. We're just gonna take the L and move our piece. No! Matt doesn't believe in sunk cost fallacy. Matt says, no, I will stand by my queen e7 move and prove that I didn't actually make a mistake and waste a tempo and move away. Oh. No, this looks so good for white now. Both bishops are just storming. Now it's just like, look at your two bishops and then look at my fucking absolute piece of garbage on f8. This is so sad, this poor bishop. Oh. I don't know. I feel like you need to just realize that you messed up and go here. Like, I don't know. This knight is really good. I don't know. I understand where he's coming from, though. I really do. Because this knight is really good. Like, it's really good knight. And now you're like, ah, it's annoying. But you could also just, like, try to kick it out some other way with the other knight. D takes e4 is played way too early. White could have taken advantage of it with bishop c4 instead of g3 and bishop g2. Bishop c4 instead of g3 and bishop g2. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know, it just looks like an e4e5 type of thing now, but it looks like e4e5, but white has an extra something, an extra move. Or like, let's say you played e5 right here. It looks like e4, e5, but white is an extra move. Yeah. I checked top engine move. I'm not sure Matt will find it. I also think Matt was just scared of the attack, but he had so many defenders. All right, let's look at the engine. I'm trying not to look at the engine Dojo way. I haven't really looked at the engine. I am curious what the engine says to do here, though. Yeah, queen d7 needs to happen. Don't do it. Don't look at the engine. I could just tell you. Okay. I mean, okay. If you say so. Is this pawn suicide or what? What are you gonna do if I go here? I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Where are you going? E4 was the best move. Okay. Is E4 really the best move here? That surprises me. I guess it's like, what else are you gonna do? I just like, yeah. I mean, are you gonna try to pick this up instead? There's some like, okay, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That makes sense. So what about like queen c5 or something? Nah, you take it and then you protect it. Queen here. Can you do that? Well, you take this. Sorry. How do you get this though? Do you play E3? So you're asking me what the top engine line is here? All right, let's go back to Kostya's game real quick. Queen d5. Okay, not much has changed. He says, take me. Take it. I will go here and destroy your life. Okay. Is that the top engine line? I'm turning on the engine. Queen c5 is the top move. Ooh, yeah. Yuck. Sorry. Oh, knight d4. Oh, knight d4. That's nice. I like that. I didn't see knight d4 at all. I did not see knight d4. Knight d4 is cute. All right, somebody said something. Queen c5, knight takes e4. Is there knight b4? Oh, okay. Well, you're thinking the same thing. Knight b4. Queen b1. Then knight d3. What? Sorry. Queen b1, knight d3, and then where do you get knight takes c5? What? Okay, I lost you. I think that there's a mix-up here. So you're saying knight b5 now. Queen b1. I don't... Oh. Knight takes c5. Rook takes e1 check. King h2. Rook takes c1. Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. Let's look at that. That is a sick move. Yeah. Knight d4 is a nice find, yeah. Hey, 10 that are... Okay, listen. Joel was like, there's a top engine move here that he's not gonna find. I really was... I just got... Do you want to come and do this as well? Anushka's hungover. Oh boy. Oh, my night before was... Okay, before the night trade. Okay. Alright, let's look at it. Yes, I do. Okay, do you want to come over and look at this with me? Shit. Okay, so you're saying... Okay, so you're saying Queen c5, this... sense as a move. It's like, okay, king b1, it makes sense. It like it makes the king safer. I like g4. Okay, but okay, like actually long-term plan with g4 because I struggle with this. I'm like, I want to play g4, but I was like, where am I going? So g4, g5, and then like let's say like something like this happens. Where are our pieces going? Like, are we going like queen f4 type of thing, hitting f7? Are we gonna try to like queen f4 and like h4, h5 it? I should have gone to the tournament. You should have. Okay, g4, g5, rook e, e3, and h3. Can you explain h3? Why h3, not like h4, h5? Oh, well, okay, sorry. Of course, your queen is here right now, but like... Why h3? Like... Yeah. Yeah, you should have. 4-hour drive? Easy. Rook h3, got it. g4, g5, rook h3. Not this rook, because it needs to defend the pawn. g4, g5, bam, bam. I think it's a good plan. Oh, wow. He played this move, which we were thinking. Okay. And then what? I'm so curious to see what Matt played. But first, what do we think Kostya's going to play here? I mean, this looks a little bit precarious. You know what I'm saying? I don't like this either. What is he gonna do, actually? All right, let's come back to this. Let's see what Matt did. Queen c5. Okay. So the point of g5 is to undefend h7, so put more on h7. Doesn't rook g3 just win? Okay, hold on. Okay. Point of g5 is to undefend h7. Got it. You're right. It is to, yes. Doesn't rook g3 just win? Doesn't rook g3 just win? Well, like, let's say the knight, like, moves somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like here. Then what? Then what do I do here? Okay. So, my question is, why are you not taking this with the bishop? He really loved them bishop pairs. I don't know. I feel like this is not the way to go. Now black is chilling. Black is chilling. I'm shocked. Like, why you should be, like... What about this move? Is this something and then you have something else here? No. Can you keep this pawn? Can you not? What was the line we were looking at? Because this was not... Wait. This was not... Rook g4. Okay, there's too many things happening that I keep switching back and forth. Okay, we'll look at the other game in a sec. What was the line we were looking at here? Oh, we were looking at knight d4. Were we? What was bad about this move? I thought that there was something bad about this move. I just don't remember what it was. Rook takes d2 after bishop takes e4. Good point. Good point. Good point. Good point. Good point. Was this really a line? I thought that white had something better here. I guess not. Huh. Okay. Now it just looks fine. All the tension gone. Looks pretty equal except white has a bishop pair. Alright. So, rook g4 here. Okay. Hello, Leandro. The only other move to try and keep it is pawn g4. The position is rather open, having the bishop pair is advantageous. That's why knight takes e4. Okay, got it. Oh my gosh! Hello! Wait, who did you raid? Was it me? Hi! Cutie Panini. Hi! Oh my gosh! Hello! Thank you! Hi! Thank you so much for the raid, hello! I'm doing some commentary for a in-person chess tournament, as you can see in the video down here. So, the guys in the blue shirts in the front, if you can see, I'm commentating for both of their games. And we're kind of just switching back and forth between their two games, and we're just like talking about them, analyzing them, trying to predict what they're gonna do next, cheering them on. Yeah, real League of Legends streamer. Really? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Panini. Yay! Thank you. So I don't know how much of you guys are chess enthusiasts. This is like a really chess enthusiast stream. Cool, hope you enjoy it. Thank you. I hope you had a good stream. We're just analyzing. I mean, this entire stream is like, well, if here, and then here, and takes and check, and then if he goes there, then maybe that. But then if he goes there, then maybe I can do this instead. So I wonder if he's gonna go there or there or there. That's a quick summary. 16. Well, you see the person right here in the front on the right side is Kostya, who is an international master, and his in-person rating is 2347 currently. So I'm really not one to talk, actually. So all right, let's see. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I think Kostya's considering rook g3. All right. What's your rating, Novla? So, okay, here is what we're looking at. And we're like, where does the knight go? I guess it goes here or here. Let's say it goes here, right? Then what's the plan? What is the plan? Joel, what is the plan? I'm not really sure what the plan is, to be honest. Like, do we just do this type of thing? Claim weakness. Queen h6 maybe. Oh, that's so much better than what I thought of. Yeah. Because you have to go do this anyway, no matter what. Yeah, the king is looking pretty dicey. Like, it's looking, and then maybe sack. Can we? It was looking pretty brutal. Oh, maybe you get away with it. No. Yeah! That's exactly how the game's gonna play out. I feel like this is a worthy sack. No, you can go here. This has to win. This has to be winning. Maybe you escape. Something like this, yeah. This guy's better than I'll ever be. Same. So, okay. So, here. You gotta go here. Then how? Does this sack work? Maybe you start with this. So you don't allow knight f6. Knight f6 is really freaking annoying. Yeah, this has to win, right? Like, this has to win. There's just no way this doesn't. Well, maybe if you allow me to come to d6, I'm like, Hi, Robbie. Hello. Would you like a game recap so far of things that have been happening? Robbie is also a chess streamer. We had a League of Legends streamer raid us recently, just now. Cutie Panini, I don't know if she's still here. Rook takes g6 instead of queen takes g6. Game recap. Okay. Let me know if you have like a couple minutes to look. If you're driving, then I won't. But if you have a sec, then I will. It's up to you. And then that way people who just joined can see too. But so you're saying, Joel, rook takes g6 instead of queen takes g6. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean. What? Wait. Kostya did not play the move that we were thinking. 4 to 5 minutes. Okay. Kostya did not play the move we were thinking. Why did Kostya play this move? He mouse slipped. Okay. All right, we're gonna give Robbie a quick recap, and then we're gonna figure this out because. Wait, Robbie. Okay, I guess we'll start from here back. This is what we were thinking, is like crushing. The last move was b5, and like it looks a little bit scary because like you don't want to take it, and like this is coming. It's dangerous and it's scary, but you also can't really stay here because takes, and that's also really scary. But we can just ignore it because I think White's attack is just stronger. And we were thinking rook g3, and you know this knight is hanging, and there's no good way to defend the knight, or no way at all to defend the knight. So you have to move the knight, and like you know, anywhere you move the knight, like let's say you move it here, then we have this, and it's pretty scary. You have to play g6, and we were looking at all sorts of sacking type of things like this. See if we have anything like this. It looks really scary. I mean, I think if this king is able to get this way or this way, it's okay. But it's really scary. But he went rook f3 instead. And he is an IM, and he is better than all of us. So we're gonna try to figure out why. We need to figure out why he played rook f3 and not rook g3. And someone said in the chat, what did someone say? Rook f3 threatens rook takes f6, gf6, queen f6. Okay. So let's look at that. So can we move this knight though? Because we take this pawn. Got it. Hanging pawn. So let's say I don't know, I'm just gonna make a random move here. We do this. Oh, ooh. Maybe this also wins. Very head hurts, sorry. Oh, do you still want to come over? Okay, wait, Robbie, if you need to go, okay. let's give Robbie and everyone else just a quick recap of both games, and then we'll continue figuring out, I don't know, like how Kostya just one fast, quick knockout blow. Okay. Quick restart. Matt plays the French. This is some weird line. I don't know. Apparently, you're not supposed to take here so early because it relieves the tension. And what ends up happening, to my understanding, is let's say something like this happens. It's basically an e4, e5 type of thing, but white has gotten an extra move. So white has, like this is technically like two, yeah. Anyway, maybe that's not true. We're not supposed to take it. You're supposed to just like keep the tension. And then when you take it, now you need to play e5 just to gain space. Usually it's like if you have space, especially in the middle, you should take it. But they didn't play e5 for a very long time, which I was confused about. And I think that, especially when this bishop is being fianchettoed this way, you want this diagonal open. So I think especially here, I don't know, I was thinking you should really be playing e5 here, because when you go here, you really want this open. And if you don't do that, you're going to get closed off, and now this bishop is just so much worse. And so we keep going, and Matt plays bishop f8, which maybe is a personal preference thing, but we were looking at, I just think that this bishop belongs here. I feel like it's useful here, it's doing things here. I don't really know what it's doing here. And we were talking about maybe he was worried about pawn b4 when we play bishop c5. And so Joel was like, why don't we start with a5, cut off the b4 idea, and then bishop c5. And this bishop's really strong, and it can always come back this way. So he played bishop f8, which we were like, okay. Because a lot of times there's an idea with bishop f8 if you want to fianchetto the other way. So like this type of thing. But in this situation, we don't really want to do that. Like there's not really any hope here with this pawn structure. So keep going. And then he plays a very interesting move. Queen e7. Well, maybe it's not interesting. We were just like, whoa, no, no, no. Where'd the bishop go? Why? This poor bishop. Yeah, and then someone was saying how a nicer setup probably, like if this knight was on d7, this pawn was on c6, and queen c7, that would be more ideal, especially the fianchettoed bishop. But we just thought that queen e7 was not a good place for this queen. And we see why here when we get this in, and, sunk cost fallacy type of thing. Maybe we just need to move the queen away. But also this knight is really strong. We were thinking move the queen away and attack this knight with our knight. Because if we take with the bishop, which is what he did, now this bishop becomes a monster along with this bishop, and they have the bishop pair and we don't. And so this kind of thing happened, e4, which was the best move. And then it just they kind of just traded off all the things. And we're in some kind of, endgame that's slightly better for white, because white has the bishop pair and it's super open, which makes it difficult. But it's not, a decisive, I think white is black is just very, very slightly losing, but not actually losing. Yeah, so I'm not sure here. I'm assuming because he has a dark square bishop, we want to put the pawns on the light squares. Yeah, all right, let's see. Maybe if you played a different opening, maybe his position would be better. Well, French haters. Nobody our age plays the French. It's you have to be 25 plus is my understanding. All right, let's look at Kostya's game. Kostya's game was also French, but except he was playing white. Kostya played a super interesting opening against the French that honestly I might steal from him, because it's way cooler than the whatever boring d4 stuff I play. This is the type of thing I play, something like this. I don't know, it's like this type of thing. And then you play f4 and get this in here. Kostya plays b3, which is just kind of cool. I just feel like it's a cool, b3, bishop b2. I've never seen this before. I thought it was really cool. And takes, and I'm like, what is going on here? But he gets the pawn back, knight c3, queen e2. Someone was saying g4 here is interesting. We have no rush to take this pawn back. G4, g5, hit this, and then h4. The thing is, we're worried about being overextended a little bit. It's a little bit shakier and a little bit more risky. Kostya just takes and then, you know, counters this best piece, which makes sense. The main line is d4, but he castled queenside, which was really interesting. And, you know, it is the top engine move because it's Kostya. And so now we have an opposite side castling situation where he voluntarily has his king stuck here, which is better in the end game, but is a little bit more precarious in the middle game. Obviously, this is just a lot safer, but if we trade off the pieces in the end game just based on the pawn structure and the kings, white's a little bit better. So we keep going. We get attacked. I feel like, yeah, queen h4 is really nice. Nice square for the queen. I mean, it's not being attacked. We don't have dark square bishop. It's just chilling, eyeing the king here. And then, you know, I was asking, I was like, why are we trading these guys? Or why does black want to trade these guys? To my understanding, it's because this bishop is hitting the king, and this bishop, you know, even if we go here on the longest diagonal, you're not really doing anything. And we're not even worried about this trade because then it opens up the rook to attack the king even more. So I thought that black wanted to trade this off because this guy's hitting the king. So black's like, yeah, give me that. And then, I don't know, I just really like white here. Even here, it's like, you know, all of their pieces are beautifully placed. Like, the knight is just gorgeous. Like, there's no better square for the knight. There's no better square for the queen. There's no better square for the rook. Like, these rooks are coming too. And, like, black's pieces are not really great. Like, you know, so much faster in development. And we have an attack, and all the pieces are just beautifully placed, beautifully coordinated, where that's not the case for black. Anyway, so we continue. And now we learn, that's just how we got all the threats. The top 3 engine moves here, what we looked at was, this was the one that we came up with, like the most natural move, which is what Kostya played. King b1 was also a top engine move, just to prevent, like, prophylaxis, like prevent any type of, like, queen takes d4 check type of ideas. It doesn't make too much sense. You might as well try to attack. And then g4, g5 was an idea too. So, like, g4 was the first top engine move because, you know, we want to g5, kick the defender of the h7 square, and then play rook h3 and attack it. So anyway, all ideas. He doesn't even care about this threat because taking or not taking is both, like, a little bit precarious. And he played rook f3, and now this guy has 6 minutes on the clock. So I just think Kostya's gonna flag him. He's just too slow. And so now we can take a look at this. So rook f3, the thing with rook f3, so let's take a look. Not going to use the engine. Thanks for the recap. You're welcome. So the idea behind rook f3 is this knight is pinned, first of all. And this is my understanding. I'm sure you guys in the chat will even give me a better understanding. This knight is pinned. Cannot move. Cannot move said knight. Hiya! Bad. Okay, so the knight can't move. So let's say we do some shit like this. Eat. Can we sack here? Can we? Yeah, because queen takes, we're threatening here. And you can't defend with the queen. You gotta play like rook f8. There's not really anything else to do. You play rook f8, we checkmate you. Oh, this, what? Yeah. This is already a checkmate. So, yeah, okay. So takes. What do you do here? This is checkmate. This is, like, basically checkmate almost. I mean, you can't, like, what do you... I'm start driving this, I'm listening and watching. Yeah. Knight d7 is forced, losing the f7 pawn, but maybe with some attack on the queen side. Okay. Queen h6 also works. Ah, he played c5. What? Okay. Can we just take this now? Queen h6 might be more accurate than queen takes f6. Ah. Yeah, I think this is just one blow knockout. Yeah, I think this is just a knockout. Holy crap. See, this is the thing. I wish that I won games like this. Like, I have a kingside attack, but it's never like a one blow knockout. It's like, oh, I win like a pawn, maybe if I'm lucky. This is just like, just obliteration. This is just like, you're just done. But what's crazy, it's like, it's like deceptive. I don't know, because if I was walking past this board and I looked at it, I wouldn't think twice. I'm like, oh, okay. You know, if anything, I'd be like, oh, black is kind of storming. I'm scared, black's kind of storming, just off first impression. But then you look a bit closer, and you're like, oh, well, maybe the king looks a little bit dicey, and you're like, holy shit, it's just dead lost. This is just done. Yeah, this is just done. Holy frick. Yeah. Jesus. Wow. That is beautiful. This game by Kostya is such beautiful chess. This is insane. Everything about this game was just so perfect. I know he's an IM, but like everything about this game was just so perfect. Like just the way that all the pieces just coordinated so well together. I love my Stanley a lot. No. I don't know what that word is. I just know the last word means a lot. I'm too good. All right. Anushka, what is he playing here? What is Kostya playing here? Knight takes f7 is interesting. Queen g5. Queen g5. f4? Alright, okay, so what are our contenders? Queen g5, knight takes f7, and f4. So, okay. So queen g5 actively stops this move. So, okay, if we do this, and they do this, and we go here, and they go here, and we go here, this is checkmate. Sick. Shachmat. Is this forced? Can you escape? This looks pretty dead. You look pretty fried here. Okay, so you can't take the rook. What's wrong with rook h3? I think everything is winning. Perhaps. Oh, he played knight takes f7. Sick. He played knight takes f7. Because I'm assuming this is a thing. I guess queen g5. I mean, it all just looks so good. There's just no they had to have developed wrong. There's just no pieces that can get to the king defense. Like this, I think maybe queen d5 was the error. I'm really curious what Kostya has to say about the black loss, but I really think that you need to have at least another piece to defend this king. Maybe this queen needs to stay on the diagonal. Like maybe knight d5 here, force the queen trade. At least kick this queen out, bring this queen in. That's my guess. I mean, they're way stronger at chess than me, so, you know. But I think that queen d5, cutting the queen out of the defense, was like probably a huge mistake. And you need to try to trade these off, probably. But also b5 wasn't great, yeah. Knight takes f7, g takes f6, rook g3, queen g5. Gives up the rook and ends with 2 rooks for black. Interesting thought. You're saying this? No, because knight takes. Knight takes and you cry. The strong protect knight e5 gives white an advantage in these sorts of positions, so this point is already hard to play. It was true, yeah. Yeah. I just did, like, the opening development was not, like, white was just, like, clearly better. Did not understand the themes of the position. Which is the cool point of playing the move b3 on move 2 against the French, I think. Put them out of their opening prep, make them uncomfortable. Ah, yes, I just cry. Thank you. Too fast for me. I just cry too, I feel that. Knight takes f7, g f6, queen f6. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, this king is just so unsafe, and this queen is just so out of the defense. Like, you have 3 pieces that cannot defend the king. All right, let's look at Matt's game. I am curious, maybe if we have some extra time to look at how black could have better, maybe black actually, yeah, how black could have better developed their pieces. Yeah, I think here you really need to play knight d5. You need to challenge this. At least keep this queen like somewhere where it can defend things. All right, let's look at Matt's game. Okay. So why knight g3? Are we trying to come here? Like, why knight g3 versus knight f5? I think we're still gonna get some shuffling. I think we should finish out Kostya's game because I think right now it's like, How do we even value it? I just like this is just like white's pushing here definitely, but it's by no means is black losing. I mean, other than queen d5, like, I mean, b5, c5 was bad, but like, how do you even stop it at this point? I don't know. I think what you guys were saying, like knight d7 here, like knight d7, you have to take with the knight. There are definitely ways to defend better, but you were already like, oh my god. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Okay, so for everyone who is like, what do you got? Why would he hang the queen? Just to put it on the board for everyone. There is a checkmate immediately forcing checkmate. If you guys can see it. Do we see it? So if we take this queen, we have rook h3 check. This is a puzzle rush mate. Just puzzle rush mate. If y'all been doing your puzzle rushes. But bam. Wah! Usually in Puzzle Rush, they have the queen block as well. Unstoppable. Beautiful! It's absolute cinema. It is just absolute cinema. Holy crap. That is so pretty. That is so pretty. Alright, so we played King f8. What did Kostya play here, everyone? before I show it on the board. What did Kostya play here? I really hope it doesn't. Oh my god, sorry. No, okay. His opponent played King F8, and what did he play? And you guys probably saw, but this is insanity. Insanity. He has 28 seconds, his opponent. Do we know if there's 30-second increment? Oh, he resigned. I'm so excited to see what Kostya has to say about this game. Holy crap. Wow. So, okay, wait. We can't take this because of what? Wow. Okay. I can play chess. Yeah. Okay, and so what's the other move? Here or here, right? Can we go here, then just take it? Here. What to do if they go there? Sabrish, look at this. Look at this destruction. Bam. 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 Can't take. Bam. Okay, wait, I'm confused. Can we explain how this is all finished off? I know that he sees it. So, what happens after this move? Take rook, king over, take pawn with, okay, fair. You're winning the rook, yeah. Okay, and then here, you're just getting this, yeah. Man. All right, let me message Kostya. Holy crap. Hi. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. The fans need to congratulate you. Want to come on call. All right. Also the queen, winning the queen with check. How? Where? Oh. Is this a line? Yeah! That's so nice. That is so nice. That's actually insane how nice that is. Wow. Wow. Alright. That is nuts. Oh my god. Alright, so what did black do wrong? Queen d5, okay. So here maybe instead of b5 he needs to realize how in trouble he is and do something about it. So I don't know, maybe this. I'm curious. I mean, I don't know. I'm scared to put it or I don't want to put it into the engine. So like maybe he needs to realize, yeah, I think he just didn't realize how like deadly the attack was so fast. I mean, this is already a sign, like both rooks on the third rank is kind of like a, they can easily go to G3, H3, F3, and it's like hard. I don't know, what would you do as black here? Can we check Matt's game until Kostya joins? Yeah, sure. I mean, alright, let me make sure I have. As black, I'd invest in some Kleenex. Oh, yeah, against Kostya? Oh, is it that laggy? Oh, he hasn't even taken. Oh yeah, it'll happen. Okay. The video is 10 minutes behind, so that's why it looks like that. F4 looks horrible. Can you please elaborate? Because I don't understand what you mean. That's absolutely something I would play. Can we take this? No, it's defended. Also, they could just take us first. Don't listen to me, please. God, that was so bad. I don't know. There's like some type of thing with this, no? Why does F4 look horrible? I mean, it makes logical sense. You don't want this knight to come to E5. But maybe bishop C5 works. Tactics. Okay. I know that that's what Matt's good at. Matt's like, especially if he's like slightly losing, he's just like trying to set up fucking mines everywhere. Black ends are down 2 pawns. Rook takes F6. Queen takes F6. Okay. So, okay, here's my question to you, Joel, because this is something I struggle with. In these types of positions, as black, what pieces does he want to trade, and what pieces does he not want to trade? I feel like trading the queen and rook is not ideal because you have the 2 bishop pairs that's like just a monster against your knight and bishop that's like, eh. Like, do we want to trade anything here? Maybe the rooks, honestly. I don't know. I feel like the rooks, you could trade the rooks, and I feel like the queen with the 2 minors, like, I don't know. Having the queen and the knight together makes me think that there's like a better advantage because it's like the queen and the knight. I don't know. My thought is like, if anything, trade the rooks. If anything. Or trade the knight for one of the bishops. Trade the knight for one of the bishops, I feel like could be cool. Bishop C5 and we're much better? What do they even do? Can they go bishop? Ooh. Yeah, ooh. Yeah, okay, yeah. No, I see why you say bishop F4, or F4 is such a bad move. Because here, like, even what, I don't know, this. Bishop C5. King F2. Yeah, that's what I looked like. Queen is exit, rook E3. Whew! Rook E6 prepares it. Rook E6, yeah. Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Matt just played a move. A very, very, very committal move. Do you guys want to know? Guess what Matt played here? I don't think this works. Yeah, he went rook takes E3. Does this work? What do you do here? I just, like, why? You're doubling your pawns and you're getting the king in. I'm definitely missing something. What am I missing? What am I missing here? Oh, that's okay, that's what I'm missing. Okay. So just king F2 then. Can I come over, but I look like... Yeah, come over. Dude, come over. Literally come over. I literally look at me. Just come over. You'll have to get a chair from the living room. Does this work? This is what happened. Maybe f4 looked really bad. Yeah, maybe f4 was just was awful. You have better intuition than me, man. You saw that and you were like, bad. For me, I was like, to see why. Now I think it's bad, but like first instinct. So I think his opponent played a move that none of us considered, which is just another way to defend. He played queen e8. I mean, king f2, like, or even just king f1, like, you're fine. But I guess I think Matt was successful in doing what we said that, or at least what I said I would trade. The rooks, I'd trade the rooks, maybe, trade rooks, and then I would trade the bishops. Trade, or I guess the knight for a bishop, but I guess we traded the dark square bishops. But now you don't have the bishop pair anymore. Yeah, I think he did equalize. There's no more bishop pair advantage. Yeah, so I think, yeah, f4 kind of changed the tide a little bit. All right, did Kostya message me? No? Kostya? Okay, Kostya did not message me. Oh, hello, yes, sick. Okay, cool. What was it that we were looking at? Oh, the way for black to defend here. Yeah, I'm curious what he says. Okay, all right, let me add Kostya to the call. Uno momento. How am I gonna do this? Window capture. All right, hold on. Everyone pause. Ooh. Hold on. Cool. Call me when you're ready. Alright. Black is still worse, but eliminating the bishop pair is beneficial. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so we'll ask Kostya what he thinks black did wrong. I think that's my biggest question. Alright, king h2. Okay, before I start, I just wanted to say, or I guess I'll tell Kostya. Okay. Hi. Alright, give me 1 second. The last time I commentated for Matt, or the last tournament he played, there were like an absurd amount of games that ended with like a knight versus bishop minor piece endgame. And so I like messaged him this morning and I was, he's like, I'm so tired. I was like, oh, you got more minor piece knight versus bishop endgames. And now he's offering a queen trade to get a knight versus bishop endgame. Anyway, that was, everyone in the chat was like, absolute cinema. Oh my God, this is insane. So yeah, no, it was beautiful. It was insane. Just amazing chess. And I mean, the biggest question, or I guess, okay, well, I guess first of all, do you want to just like look at Matt's game until it's over, or do you want to like look at it a little bit and then go to your game? How would you like to go about things?
Maybe we could just briefly discuss Matt's game, because I have a feeling it's going to last for a while with this 30-second increment.
Okay.
But I thought his opponent is playing very well for someone. He told us before the game this is his first tournament, which I think is a load of crock, because the dude is clearly like a very decent player.
Yeah, that's wow.
But this one, actually, I feel like Matt has maybe survived the worst of it. Like when he was playing against the bishop pair, I thought his position is much more dangerous then. And now it seems like he's definitely still worse, because White's bishop is stronger than the knight here. But
right.
He doesn't have any obvious weaknesses. And so, this one, white will definitely have to play really well to convert it. And the knight and time triple, of course, is very tricky. So I would say like probably Matt has very decent drawing chances.
Draw. Okay. So do you think it's gonna be a draw?
I would guess so. I think that's the most likely result.
Okay.
But either player might blunder something. It's very possible.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know. I feel like Matt has so much
Yeah.
experience with these things. I'd be on Matt's side to swindle here.
yeah, totally. I mean, yeah, actually, someone in the chat's mentioning if bishop e4, then f5 is an instant knockout.
Let me put that. You're saying bishop e4, f5
Yeah,
is
like
an odds. Oh yeah,
declining
like
the
that
queen
type of
trade.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
But,
a lot of. I feel like especially with the queens, there's a lot of tricks that can happen. Just gotta be careful.
Yeah, so
Yeah. Huh.
we'll see.
We will see. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's good. Like the black pawns the black pawns on the queen side are on the dark squares already. I don't know. I'm interested.
Yeah, exactly.
To see how. Yeah. And then depending on how this goes, it could be a cool position for me and Matt to spar, like an endgame dojo, endgame sensei position.
Oh.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Classic. Yeah, endgame sparring position right here.
Yeah. Okay, can we take a look at your game?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I would love to.
Yeah. I mean, we have so many questions, but maybe do you want to just say your piece first? Anything you want to say initially about it?
Yeah, I mean, I guess okay, it's my first time playing this opening.
Okay.
Uh
Yeah, we were like
2b3.
I might steal this opening from you. I liked it. I always play d4 against the French.
It's kind of a fun line.
Yeah. No, it's a really fun
I
line.
got to give credit where credit's due. It was shown to me by my friend Bobby in St. Louis, just briefly.
Fabi,
and so I decided like
the
what other Bobby?
Caruana.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just briefly. He was very excited about this line, and I was like, okay, this is. I thought it was the perfect opportunity to play it because like the pairings went out like a minute before the round, so there's no time to prep. I saw the guy plays French. It's a 60-minute game, good training, and figured I might as well try it.
Right. Well, I'm gonna start playing it, and I'll be like, "Oh, my friend Kostya, who showed it from his friend Fabi, like direct Fabi showing line. Yeah, that's so crazy. Okay, yeah.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know if I played the opening correctly. I probably didn't, because I did think Black is doing fine at some points.
Yeah. Someone actually mentioned. Sorry, really quick. Someone mentioned G4 after instead of Queen E2. As like a thought. I don't know if you have any I don't know if it's just like overextending and like creates weaknesses or if there's something to it.
No, I think actually that is very thematic for this position. Like I don't know if it's like the best move here or anything, but it's definitely a thematic idea.
Okay.
Because yeah, you get G5 and then White's bishop is really nice on G2 as well.
Right.
So that might be even more ambitious than Queen E2.
Right. Okay. Just so
Queen E2, I was still kind of like
the opening myself. Sorry. Yeah. What were you saying?
Yeah. Oh, I was just saying Queen E2 is like still kind of like what I thought was booked, so I just kind of played it quickly.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, definitely it's worth investigating. You should definitely like take a look at it before you just trot it out over the board.
What was your thought process of like castling long instead of playing D4? Because I know D4 was the main line. Or according to the opening book.
Oh, interesting. Yes, to be honest, I okay, I guess on bishop f6, yeah, I wasn't sure like if I should keep the bishops or not, because if I play d4, then my king is a lot safer, but then so is Black's king when he castles.
Right.
And yeah, so I wasn't sure actually. My guess is d4 is probably better actually, because it just, I don't know, keeps more pieces on the board and feels like yeah, it doesn't give Black as much freedom, I guess, to develop.
Yeah.
But I kind of had the feeling that with bishops off, the position, it just seemed a little bit more pleasant for White. Just I have like a slightly better bishop, and the the structure we ended up getting in the game, I kind of thought that would be decent.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense.
I also wanted him to spend time after castles to consider bishop takes b2 and then queen f6 check, going after the f2 pawn, which I'm pretty sure was very poisoned.
So what would you have done if queen f6 and then let's say, I don't know.
So queen f6, I go d4.
Or d4. Okay.
And then if queen f2, I think just knight f3.
Ooh.
And then next move is rook d2.
Yeah. That's pretty.
So I didn't think he was going to blunder this, but at least he would have to spend some time, looking at it. So
Yeah.
just playing against the clock as usual.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
But
yeah,
I thought he played really solidly.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing, someone was like, because at some point we were like, wow, this is just destruction. But then someone's like, where exactly did black go wrong? And we were trying to come up with ideas. Like, I was thinking, like, queen d5 was maybe not a good idea because it, like, blocks the queen out from the defense. Like, maybe knight d5 instead. But yeah, we just thought he, like, could have developed his pieces better to defend, or maybe he didn't realize how, like, in trouble he was until it was too late. But yeah, that was like, yeah. What are your thoughts on like what black should have done differently?
I definitely think knight d5, when you mention it, was correct.
Okay.
But for me, actually, I feel like I missed a chance too.
Okay.
When he went bishop a6, for some reason, like I knew about this idea, but for some reason I didn't consider it here. But probably I should just play c4, just to keep my bishop on the board.
Oh wow, yeah.
But I just completely forgot to consider it, like in this position.
Wow.
But he mentioned to me after the game, he was like, "Yeah, I was a little worried about c4," and I was like, "Oh my god, you're completely right." Because I play c4, and then I want to go like knight e5, and then g4, and then I think White's attack is quite annoying, and his bishop on a6 is kind of a dead piece.
Yeah. Wow.
So
yeah, I didn't consider c4.
That
either.
was my bad.
Yeah. I mean, it's just intuitive. You're like a little bit scared of like pushing all the pawns in front of your king. But I guess it's like, what can black really do about it? Yeah, it looks really strong. And your attack is much
it's tough for black to.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like hard for him to open the position, and I have a lot of space, so he doesn't have a lot of squares for his pieces. Maybe if his knight is already on d5, I go c4. He goes knight b4. That might be weird. But even there, it's like knight on b4 is not necessarily such a great attacker because it just kind of gets in black's way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like this is definitely the one moment I regret from this game, at least until I check the computer.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, after the bishops come off, I definitely thought he had to go knight d5.
Yeah.
Or knight d7, but just try to play for trades.
Knight, and then like maybe, yeah, you need something on f6 maybe, but I don't know if that's weakening, but yeah, we need to do something about the king side, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, because after knight d5, it's hard for white to find a square for the queen, because if I play queen g4 or queen h5 or queen e4, he just goes back knight f6. And if I put my queen somewhere on the third rank, then I'm in the way of my own rook. So I didn't really see how my attack is going to find itself.
Right.
So on knight d5, I think most likely I was just going to trade queens. And I thought it's like a tiny bit better for white, but it's not nothing special.
Right. I think Matt's game just ended. Or I don't know. Matt just turned off the live stream.
Oh yeah, I saw the video ended.
Yeah.
It's possible that someone knocked it over. The playing hall is very cramped.
Oh no.
And someone almost knocked it over earlier.
Oh jeez.
I'm not sure.
They agreed
they
to
drew.
A draw.
Oh,
that's so unlike Matt. I feel like he's always like, I'm gonna play until the end. And I'm like, you're down a rook. He's like, rah.
Yeah, his game yesterday.
Yeah. So I'm surprised. Maybe he's just tired.
Yeah, it's our third round today. It's been brutal.
Yeah.
But I think draws a decent result. Like his opponent is definitely like playing very, very well this game. So, and now I mean I would definitely take white. So I think I would be happy with a draw if I was black here.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, we can go back to your game, and then I guess Matt will join you whenever he's out.
Hopefully, yeah, I'm in the same spot.
Yeah.
So yeah, Black. I think knight d5. He told me after the game he thought he'd be kind of worse in the end game, and he didn't really want to, suffer without chances.
Okay.
Um, but after queen d5, it's not like I thought like White's crushing there, but move by move, it looked very good
Yeah. I mean, we were just
for
talking
White.
about like all of your. It's very very clear where all your pieces are going. It's like immediately you know where things are going. They're like all your pieces are very well coordinated together. And Black is just behind on development, and it's not very clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Black's play is also kind of obvious. Like he wants to go b5.
Yeah.
Um, and so if I'm not in time, then his attack, of course, is pretty dangerous too.
Yeah.
Um,
I feel like that's a
so
general theme, right? With opposite side castling, it's whoever's attack is faster. Yeah.
right, and yeah, it's really hard to judge because technically my king is kind of weaker in the sense that he already has a hook, and my pawns are closer to his pawns, whereas he hasn't really made any weakness on the king side. So
Yeah.
uh, but of course, okay, the rook g3 is coming, and so on. So yeah, I mean, definitely the best move I made, I thought, was rook f3 because it took me quite some time to find it.
Yeah.
After b5.
No, we were looking at rook g3, and we were like, wait, where does the knight go? Like, just looking at like rook g3 and sometimes with like f7 sack, but we hadn't considered rook f3 until you played it.
Yeah, so rook g3, yeah, this was my main idea, but my problem with it was that Black would go knight e4,
Okay.
and then it's hard for me to find a move there because um, if I go, so rook takes g7 isn't working. If I go rook g4, he plays f5.
Right.
And I was trying very hard to make this line work. Rook g4, f5, rook takes g7 check, king takes, queen e7 check. And now Black has to play only move king h8, because if king g8, I have queen f7 check and then knight g6 check, and then mate on the h file.
Yeah.
But after king h8, I don't have anything clear, because if knight g6 check there, he just goes king g8, and I don't have a good check.
Oh, sorry. This was.
And if I can play knight f7 check instead, but then king g8, and I don't think I have anything better than a perpetual with knight h6 check
Right.
and knight f7 back. And the issue for me is that if I ever play rook h3 in any of these positions, like say with the knight on e5, he's always got queen takes d4, and it looked like he gets enough counterplay for at least a draw, but probably he's just winning.
Right. It's insane that you see all of this when you before you play rook g3. You see all of this with certainty. I mean, I could try, but there would always be like I'm probably missing something.
I would say these lines aren't like the most difficult to calculate because it's just like checks for both sides. It's just both sides are just looking at their checks. So it's like as long as you can keep visualizing the position, then it's not too hard to find the moves. But of course, around here, like my visualization definitely gets fuzzy. So like, who knows? Maybe White has some like genius way to get out of the checks. Like if somehow I could play c3 here and then escape the checks, then I would be winning actually because he's getting mated.
Right.
But I didn't see it, and yeah, I mean I don't think there actually is anything. It just looks like he's his queen just gets in.
Right.
So yeah, when rook g3 wasn't working, then I started looking at a takes b5. So I was like, I can't play rook g3 because knight e4 I think is pretty intuitive for him, and rook g4 he'll find f5, and then from Black's point of view, his moves are all easy because I'm taking on g7. He has to take back. He just has to find only moves not to get mated, but it's not too difficult. So yeah, I was considering a takes b5. He pushes a4. And then I would go c4 there. But I mean, that just looked like super, super messy.
Yeah. It looks a little bit scary, or at least Black has counterplay.
yeah, like I was trying to make this work, but I didn't want to go into it. And then finally I discovered Rook F3. So Canada moves, as they say.
Yeah.
And then once I saw Rook F3, actually it's like there's not that much to calculate. It's like, oh, I want to take on F6, which looks incredibly dangerous. And then I guess I thought he might go knight e4. And then I was thinking I could take on F7, but I thought even stronger after knight e4 would be Queen e7. Where I'm threatening Queen takes F7 check, King H8, Knight G6. And the same trick works if he goes F5 on Queen E7. I still have Queen F7, Knight G6. Sorry, I'm behind on the stream, so I'll let you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just showing it on the board.
Okay, and then if instead of F5 he plays Knight D6, then I have Rook takes F7. With the same exact idea, except this time it's my other rook that gives mate on the H file.
Wow.
So that was cute.
That's really pretty, yeah. No, we knew it was
And,
trouble when we
okay.
had 2 rooks on the 3rd rank that could easily go to like F3 and H, and there's not very many. Yeah. Wow, that's so pretty. Yeah. What about
and
like
so-
knight D7? I think someone said maybe knight D7. Then you have to. Yeah, I don't know. What did you calculate after knight D7?
So Knight D7, I think I had in mind just Knight takes F7.
Okay.
And then well, maybe there's better actually. Maybe I have something better, but I thought this was good enough, and he has to go
Take
like
the
Rook
pawn.
F8 or something.
Yeah.
And then I can even go like Knight G5, and but at this point I thought like it's
Everything is winning.
you know, clearly I'm breaking through. Yeah. So I just have to play solidly.
Right.
But I didn't see anything too spectacular.
Okay. What were you expecting him to play? Knight E4? That was the expectation.
Yeah, I was expecting Knight E4 because like Knight E4 at least is active, and then you know, he's in time trouble, so I would imagine Knight E4 he's expecting me to like take on F7, and then he's not getting mated right away.
Right.
But I was gonna blitz out Queen E7 because he was getting pretty. At this point, I mean, he basically spent all his time because he realized like you know, he's in huge trouble.
Yeah.
So it's correct for him to like try to find any kind of defense he could. But I don't think there is anything. I really didn't see a serious chance for Black.
Right. So yeah. So where did he go wrong in your eyes?
So to me, it seems like Queen D5 might have been the mistake because again, it's not like it was an obvious mistake, but like move by move, it's hard to find a defense for Black.
Right.
Not necessarily defense like I'm winning. It's just that like after Queen D5, we both made the natural moves, and then after Rook F3, I think White's just winning. So clearly, it just wasn't in time for Black.
Right. So Anushka's actually here. I'm just gonna go like open my door and bring her in. So if you just give me a sec, I don't know if you want to explain anything more to the chat in the meantime, but I will be right back.
I will say hi to chat. Hello, chat.
Okay, cool.
How we doing? Who's here? Actually, I'll open Rachel's chat as well. We got Stanford Rob. So hello to everyone in the Dojo chat. You guys are usually on the quieter side. I know you guys just like to watch. We got Alan's Playhouse. Oh, a lot of new names.
I hope there's enough.
Oh, we have Paul. We have Cabbage. 1800 strength. Hello.
Hi, Kostya.
Walker.
Congrats on your game.
Hello. Thank you.
Wait. Oh, you take this one? Okay. You might have to. Here. Can we hear him?
Yeah. So I was. Okay. I didn't see the finish when he played C5 because I felt like after Rook takes F6, you know, I have a lot of moves to just hold on to the piece and have a winning position. But I did see the finish when I played Knight takes F7, so I was very happy about that.
I don't know. It felt like C5 was just like him resigning in a way. Like I don't know. Maybe there was a way forward. Like were you scared by C5? It just felt like I don't know. He needed to do some kind of defensive thing on the king side, and he was like, I'm just gonna push my pawn. Or does it?
Sorry, this people asking me something in Italian. I mean, I didn't really see a move that like really keeps the game going because it all looked losing. So C5 I can understand because at least like it gets messy and then like maybe I blunder something and after Rook F6 some of my pieces are hanging. But of course like yeah, White should have a lot of moves after C takes D4. Like I could go like Queen G5 or Queen G3 and Knight G4 also works. But
we were trying to guess what move you were playing, and those are all contenders.
No, Knight G4 is cool.
Yeah.
Actually, now that I look at it, I'm wondering why I didn't consider Rook H3. But maybe Rook H3 actually is not that obvious because he goes Queen takes E5. So that's the kind of thing Black would be playing for. That like I play a move like Rook H3, he goes Queen takes E5, and then
yeah.
Well, okay, actually, it's probably losing anyway because I'll take on H7, go Queen H8 check, Queen takes G7, and position's collapsing. So okay, yeah, White just has many wins, it seems.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
And Rook F7's coming even if he defends it.
Right. Yeah. And someone.
Um,
I'm sorry. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, how did it feel sacrificing 3 pieces in a row on 3 consecutive moves?
That's crazy.
Did you feel as cool as you looked?
I was very happy I got Queen takes H7 on the board. I was very worried he was going to resign.
Yeah.
And then I would or that he would play like I don't know GF6 or like take my rook or something and then get mated the normal way. So I was super happy. And actually I spent a little bit of time on Queen H7. I already seen it, but because I was mainly thinking about King F8 because like it actually wasn't so obvious how to finish him off. Like I think 95 is the cleanest, but like there's ways to go wrong because both of Black's rooks are defended, so it's like not super clear. Like I thought maybe Knight D6 check, because if he takes my rook, I take on D7. But Knight D6 check, he goes King E7. His king starts running away, and then the game goes on for some time. So yeah, I was happy to find Knight E5. It seemed like the most clinical.
Someone in the chat said, regardless of what the engine says, knight takes f7 is best because it allows for the possibility of queen takes h7 check later on. I think it's the same person.
Yeah, unquestionably.
Yeah. No, the fact that you sacrificed 3 pieces on 3 different moves and he didn't take any of them is crazy. Insane. I've never done that in a chess game before. It's so cool.
Bad sign, yeah.
Yeah. And knight e5.
It felt good. No, it's always nice to play like it feels like a textbook attacking game. Like you could put this in Art of Attack,
Yeah.
So yeah, this is why we play it, of course, for one game like this.
I'm gonna message Matt, or I don't know if you saw Matt, on Discord with Kostya.
Is this game done?
Yeah.
Already?
No, I haven't seen him yet.
Okay. On Discord with Kostya if want to come.
Let him know I'm at the same spot as yesterday.
Kostya says, okay, he's at the same spot as yesterday. Cool. I sent him a message, so we'll see.
So you're having a great tournament, Kostya, right?
Yeah, thank you. I mean, so far it's all right. Like 4.5. I did draw the previous game, which, I mean, it wasn't not too disappointing. Like my opponent was quite strong. It's this Armenian streamer who's like 2200. Very, very decent player. So I didn't feel bad about drawing that one. So yeah, I'm definitely got chances. I got to try to win the tournament.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be 2 more games tomorrow. So it's all gonna come down to the finish as usual.
How much do you win if you win the tournament?
I mean, like money wise.
50 euros. Yeah.
Right.
450 yards.
Which
Cool.
is not, I mean, nothing special, you know.
Yeah.
It
No
doesn't,
Chicago Open,
you know,
but yeah.
yeah,
No,
it covers like
Vegas,
half
but yeah.
the flight. But no, I mean, winning the tournament is special in its own right. So that of course would be great.
Have you done
Um,
anything fun like in the evenings, like outside of the chess tournament while you're in Italy?
Not too much. I mean, we're in a pretty small town, Vigevano. There's basically one square in the center of the town with a lot of like nice restaurants and some pretty churches.
Okay.
Apparently, the square, the piazza, was designed by Leonardo da Vinci, so that's cool.
That's cool.
Little,
Yeah.
little fun fact. So we've just been hanging out at night, just having Italian food, shooting the breeze, with the other streamers. So it's been good. Great camaraderie.
Yeah.
Having some gelato, of course.
Right. Do you know what's been going on with everyone in cowboy outfits over in Norway? I haven't really I haven't really looked into what's actually happening. I'm just like seeing all these like super GMs like throwing axes and shooting guns. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, amazing, right? I had no idea I was missing this from my life. I mean,
Yeah.
whoever came up with it deserves like a huge raise, like genius. I mean, it's Norway chess. It was the rest day. I remember several years ago, I guess they just like to do special things with the players. Like several years ago on the rest day, they had all the players do like a cooking class. And so you can Google it and you'll see like Magnus, Fabi, Vichy in like total like full chef outfits and like chef hats, as they like learn how to make like some fine dining meals. So I guess it was the same person that came up with that idea. It was like, all right, this time let's take them to the wild, wild west. I didn't even know they had this in Norway. I mean, it looked like a scene from Westworld. Yeah, there you go.
Fishy cooking. That's so funny.
On and off the board.
Yeah, there's some
Anon plays Norway
iconic
chess
photos
while
there.
cooking. That's so funny.
Yeah, there's some
From hollandaise sauce to salmon, Vichy Anon is unbeatable. So that's so cool.
Yeah, apparently Vichy's a good cook. But
Yeah.
the bummer is I haven't seen Norway chess today. I don't know if you guys saw it, but were they playing in the cowboy outfits today, or were they back to their normal clothes?
I have no idea.
I'm inclined to say no.
Is anyone in chat now?
Yeah, I just saw they do the edits of like various, it's like it's the first cut of the chess player in a cowboy hat like throwing an axe or holding a gun or something, and then it like changes the music, gets all dramatic. It's like them staring at the chessboard. It's like when it's all said and done, like it's really funny. I'm like, who came up with this idea?
I don't know, but yeah, some genius for sure. But okay, huge blunder not forcing the players to play in their get-ups for today's round. I mean, that would have
We
been
should, yeah.
so good.
Huge blunder, yeah. No, this game needs to go in a study, or you need to at least make some kind of chess dojo video about it. Like even just saying like you sack 3 pieces in a row and can't take any of them.
Yeah.
Like it's incredible. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I'll definitely make a video on this game. Yeah, I was quite happy with the game against Agni. I think you guys covered that one too,
Yeah.
and this one.
Yeah.
So against Agni, I think you guys. Yeah.
I think I'm hearing your stream being played in the Discord after the fact. By the way, like the stream is like I hear the stream like playback from your computer.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's weird. I'm wearing headphones.
Okay. Then maybe it's me, isn't it?
That's weird. I'm wearing headphones. Oh wait, sorry.
Stream together?
Sorry. Well, yeah, maybe it's coming from my computer. I don't know.
Is it stream together or is it?
No, we're not doing stream together. Yeah.
Maybe that fixed it.
Wait, so what did your opponent say after the game, other than the C4 idea?
He basically said like he just didn't want to suffer in that endgame after knight d5. That was kind of the main thing.
Knight D5.
Instead of queen d5?
Oh,
we got Matt
he was
here.
saying that was a big mistake, and he said he didn't want to suffer.
Dude, I played such a bad game. It was terrible. I was there like, what am I doing to myself?
I hear
Yeah, your opponent played well though, I thought.
Yeah, well, I've got like PTSD with the King's Indian, and I can't deal.
Here, I'll let Matt take my spots.
Okay, sounds
Thank you
good.
guys for covering.
Yeah, thank you.
All the best.
That was
This
Rachel,
is such a pleasure to watch this game unfold. It's actually insane.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Much appreciated.
Oh, nice.
Here you go.
Oh,
You
thank
can use them if you want.
Yeah, cheers.
Hi, Matt.
Hello.
Hello. Oh my god, I played like that's the worst game of the tournament that I
Really?
played. Like, oh yeah, like the opening. Dude, what was I doing? But I'm fried, man. I was sat there like I can't actually function. Like I'm just making moves. You know, like the point where like you just can't see anything. And I was like, after those 2 games that I had today, I was just like,
Yeah.
C5. I did think about C5. C5 is probably the move.
Yeah.
Oh, I know C5 is the move. It's a King's Indian. You play C5. You've got to play on the Queen side. You've got to like before they get their King side storm in. Like, but yeah, I hate the Queen's Indian. I was like super paranoid about it. And actually, it's the second player I've had that's probably much lower rated than me that has just been crushing me out of the opening with the Queen's Indian. So I need to sort that out. Like, I just don't. Yeah, I just hate it.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. I think people were
C3
saying, like,
felt
you
wrong.
want to relieve the tension too early or something. I thought like taking and then playing e5. I was surprised how neither of you guys played e5 when you had the opportunity, and then finally like.
Yeah,
played
well, I
E5.
should have really have gone like knight c6 here. I thought maybe so I could get e5 in, but
Yeah.
dude, yeah. I mean e5 just needs to happen in the King's Indian. Like I just
Yeah. But you got
I
it
thought
in,
about
like,
e5
after
here.
I don't know. I think that
So like,
what people were saying was like bishop c4 was like a more natural square for white, and like after bishop g2 and you got e5, then they thought it was okay.
yeah. But then like queen e anyway. Yeah. But so yeah, I even thought like knight c6 here so I could get e5 and yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like knight c6 without pushing my c5 pawn though. That's the problem.
Right.
Bishop e7 here. I mean, here I was like, all right, cool. But I still felt a lot worse. Like I just don't know how to develop my pieces.
Yeah. We were wondering
Sorry, I'm probably
why
on
you
super
never
delay.
played like bishop c5. Like we thought you might be worried about b4, but then we were thinking a5 would be a nice way. Like play a5 first to just prevent any b4 nonsense,
Yeah.
and then bishop c5.
Yeah. That would make sense. I was seriously I just was like bishop c5 is great. Then yeah, but a4 first. Yeah, that makes sense. a5 first. Yeah, because I wanted bishop c5 to happen. I was just so passive. I think this is what happens when I'm like shattered. Because yeah, bishop f1 is just not needed, and I thought about bishop c5 here as well.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna play bishop c5 here. Yeah.
But then I was just like, no, I need to be principled and not move a piece twice, and then moved it to f8. Like I don't know what was going through my head because
It happens.
Weird.
Like that. It's just,
Well, I also thought bishop c5, b4, and then bishop f8, and it's him to move. And okay, he's created like a backwards pawn.
So you probably had to see
but-
a5 first to be like, oh, okay. Yeah. But even I don't know, we were even looking at like bishop c5, b4. Are you on the stream, by the way?
Yeah, I'm on
Okay,
stream.
Cool. So like, we were looking at this and we're like, do we care about this? I guess there's a lot of space, but it didn't look like it looks a little bit sketchy, but yeah, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, it looks alright.
It looks okay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe get c4.
Yeah, your bishop's on the bishop's on a great diagonal, and like the problem is like I couldn't trade the bishops off. I gave him the bishop pair, and like he had a really
Yeah.
I just didn't know how to deal with it. He offered me a draw, and I just had enough. And I don't take draws. Like I was so close to just playing on, and then I was just like, you know what? Like I played so badly. I was lucky to sort of get out of the tactic. He's probably still slightly better in that endgame as well, despite my pawns being on dark squares.
Yeah.
I just couldn't see a way. And then he showed me a move that I was like, that was a bad move. I wish I played on like 3 more moves.
Yeah. What about?
All right, cool.
Okay, so here you played queen e7.
Queen c8 was my first plan. I wanted queen c8.
Right, but you wanted to. I'm sure you just wanted to get your other rook to d8.
But then I was like, what does what does Queen C8 achieve? And that was kind of like the thing. I was thinking knight D7 even, and like just removing my knights around. Maybe okay, I don't really want to push F3, but like I just don't know what I'm doing really. So I just yeah.
Right.
I'm so cramped. I need to try and trade pieces, and I just couldn't think of a way that would force a trade.
Yeah.
Like,
Queen F6. Yeah.
No, that's why
Yeah.
I like.
but also the the Queen E7 was also for like Queen C5 ideas. So I wanted Queen C5 so I could get like a potential knight jumps into D5 and B5 for like some form of tactical
Right.
attempts, but yeah.
Yeah. It's just like the bishop. I don't know. I feel like usually with bishop F8 you want to fianchetto it, but in this case it doesn't look good to fianchetto.
Well, actually, like, so maybe I do actually need to play. I was thinking about G6
Okay.
on like quite a few occasions, but
Okay.
and the thing is, G6 and Bishop G7 maybe, and then King H7, like, and I'm just sort of like secure on my little corner.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. I don't know. I love this diagonal for the bishop. I'm so sad to see it leave this.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I mean, it can always be
Yeah.
countered. But then on the other hand, you give white the diagonal.
Well, no, but if it gets countered, we trade like,
Yeah.
and then that's fine. The trades is only beneficial for me in terms of trying to equalize. So like I'm happy because, dude, I need to sort this out. Okay, cool. Queen E7. I forgot what you played.
Well, here, I mean, when knight F5, I mean, that was the thing. We were like, okay, you know, maybe.
Maybe G3. I did also think about G3 here. But I
Well, you
saw
have to
this
move the
kind of
queen
tactical
first, like,
sequence.
yeah.
To try and like, so it looks like he's winning a pawn, and there's some really interesting lines. So like bishop takes F5. Sorry, yes, super delayed, but the line that we went down essentially, I pushed the pawn. I'm not threatening to take, so he doesn't actually, but I think he still should go knight back, to be honest.
Wait, sorry. So
Maybe?
you're saying after
Yeah, you're
knight
in the right
F5,
place. So the sequence we went down, up to Queen C5. If he takes with the bishop, I think I have knight B4.
I think people are saying you have.
So knight B4.
Okay.
Knight. This is quite fun.
Okay.
Why not knight d4?
Sorry, the stream's super delayed, so yeah, okay, you got it on the board. Queen, yep, back, and then I go knight D3 after queen back to, well, either way.
Yeah, someone actually pointed out this line.
Yeah. So this was fun, but he can always go to queen D1, but that's still got its own, like, you're getting a bit knotted.
I think someone was saying, yeah, it's like even stronger. I think after knight takes e4, someone put this line on the board, and then this, and then here.
No, it's
And
not,
then-
because I was looking at this so hard.
Well, 'cause
But
I think you take this and check.
no, knight takes check. Knight takes F3, F6 check. No, don't take the queen. You take F6.
Oh,
Yeah, F6 screws it.
right.
Knight takes F6 check, and then pawn takes. Oh, the rook takes isn't with check. I remember this for some reason, but no, rook takes rook. So rook takes, and then the knight's hanging.
Oh yeah, then queen takes F2.
Yeah.
Oh, queen F2. Dude, I saw this. I actually saw this. Why did I die? Well, okay. King moves.
It's still hazy.
Yeah,
Because
it's
this
not
is
like that
hanging.
clear.
Maybe this.
The knight is.
Oh wait.
The knight and the rook.
Take a rook, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
take the knight, then you can check.
Then.
No,
Oh,
you
no.
can check with the rook first.
Oh.
And then if they come up.
The queen takes rook check. Oh no, bishop there. Oh, that's fun.
Here?
Bishop back?
King H2.
Oh, bishop back is interesting.
King H2. Oh, King H2, then Queen G1. So.
Mate.
Bishop here.
No.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
I got hazy.
Yeah, but
I mean,
No,
this
because
is
you
long
just take the
distance.
bishop.
This is a long line.
Oh no, but then it's equal.
I mean, this is so hard to see, especially with the 60-minute time control.
Yeah. Is this 60 minutes?
But I had like that's annoying. I had this. That's the thing. I kept cycling through and then going, oh no, rook takes e8 is check, and then like also rechecking myself and going, no, it's not check. Like in between random lines. So I think I must have just seen the line, and then at that point I calculated was like, oh no, it's with check. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Really?
Knight
Oh,
b4 would've
that's.
been
Oh no. So there's also knight b4, but there's like some bishop. There's also knight takes knight, and then bishop e3. Sorry, bishop e3 is a bit of a cold shower. So knight takes check.
To take and then bishop e3.
No, not. It doesn't work in this line though.
No, because
Huh.
yeah,
You just take the bishop also.
oh, yeah. Take the
Sure.
bishop.
Yeah. My. Mm,
Yeah,
mm,
knight
that's
b4
annoying.
would've been. We didn't plug it into the engine, so we're not like 100% sure that knight b4 works, but
Yeah,
it
but
looks really good. from what
yeah,
we
it did
can
look
see.
great. And then knight b4 takes. But also on knight b4, knight takes queen, and then rook takes d. Oh yeah, but the bishop's not out yet. That's fine.
Yeah, so this I'm assuming.
Yeah, I was like rook takes rook,
Yeah,
and
now
then
they're king.
huh.
It's brutal, man. Yeah, it's just so risky.
Alright.
There's so much potential to go wrong, but there's also like so much potential to go right. Like barely. Yeah, you have no idea what's happening.
Yeah, but it's
There's so
it's annoying because I was looking at it. I was like that close.
yeah.
Huh.
So many like potential
Cool.
intermediate moves too. Like it's yeah. Okay, but I mean the way you played it was clean. I mean. You got your pawn
I
back.
mean, I picked up the pawn back, but it's worse. Like I'm just worse. Like
Yeah.
for the game.
Yeah, so
Like
maybe,
I would say losing. Like I should have lost this game.
Oh.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Was knight d4 ever a thought, or because I know you want to go.
Knight d4. I didn't really. It needs to. I think it needs to cover d3.
Right. Okay.
So it's slightly better. And then also I can reroute it back into d5. So maybe if I want to centralize the knight.
Right.
Not that I'm going to, but
What about knight takes knight, bishop takes
Knight.
knight, and then knight d4?
And then knight d4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Queen goes somewhere,
Let's say here.
and then rook takes bishop. Yowza!
Does that work? Queen
Probably
takes.
not. No. Oh, queen. Oh, yeah.
But do we
Looks like
have
there was
anything here?
something.
Can we
I
go
don't
here?
think so.
Can we go here? This
I
is
was
hanging.
just trying to make sure that. Oh, so go
Can we
there
go
anyway.
here?
Yeah. Yeah. Takes you pick up an exchange.
This looks nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you.
yeah. Yeah.
So
I knew there was something. I just
Knight b4 looks
couldn't
better.
quite get there.
Knight d4
That hanging rook was like the bane of my life. Because I knew that there was like there's something with it.
Yeah. No, yeah. This looks really nice, actually. But I guess they don't have to take with the bishop. They can just take with the rook.
Then you can take.
There's also rook takes. I think actually rook takes is the best move for them, so they don't have any hanging rooks.
Yeah. And then this or something. I don't think you have anything.
Bishop takes, knight d4 now.
Oh,
Does that fall into? Oh, queen takes, yeah. Rook check.
yeah, it's
Just throw it in. Probably doesn't do anything.
here. No. Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
there's like a lot of tactical potential here. It has to be careful.
Yeah. Oh, I also tanked my time so hard. Like I was so slow.
I mean, I feel like this kind of position requires it. There's just so much going on. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Well, okay. Let's continue. I think that was like peak chaos moment.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then here we just we didn't think you were losing, but yeah.
Simplified.
Slightly worse.
I'm pretty sure I'm losing. Like, how am I dealing with all this pawn stuff? Like, okay, so what? So I played queen. What do you play instead of queen e6, for example? This was a nice move. I like this as a little move, but obviously didn't work.
Instead of sorry, for you here instead of queen e6.
yeah, I mean, like, what do I play? Like, I'm kind of lost. Like, that's a loss to a plan. Like, I don't really have a plan.
Yeah.
And like, I can't push like b6 because queen a4. That's death. Uh,
Yeah.
like queen a4 is kind of death anyway. Like queen a4 is a really annoying move. When he played b3, I was like, okay, now I'm starting to like now this is where he's not a better player. Like,
Right. Yeah,
What was
queen
his
a4.
rating?
I think he was a new player,
Oh,
right? Is that what Kostya said?
yeah, he's new. He's new.
He's playing very well.
Yeah.
For being new.
Yeah, but I didn't give him any challenges. Like, okay, apart from that like sequence, but then I chickened out. So yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's hard.
Like yeah, because I went into sacking that pawn for or tactically defending the pawn or regaining the pawn, and I went through the easy route.
You know what's funny is if they went b4 instead of bishop.
Oh, here.
Yeah, you can take it.
That's a nice observation.
Yeah, b4 knight takes. Yeah, I was hope chessing so hard.
I mean, you can go knight b4
Yeah,
anyway.
what do you do after this? That's a great question. It's hard.
Yeah, so queen a4 here. It's just like starting to really like ramp up pressure. Like
Yeah.
I just don't know what move I make. It's not that he's like absolutely winning, but he can try and come into. That's also why I went queen e6 to protect the rook for any queen a4 ideas. But like bishop takes, double the pawns you take on this. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all everything's falling apart. Like I would say I felt like the eval was like minus +2, like at least.
Do you want to check?
No, I'm gonna analyze. Zero, no engine.
Okay, no engine. No engine. Okay. Yeah.
Wait, so how did he get out of this?
So yeah,
He,
and like I wanted some like knight e5. Like when my queen was on f6, I wanted like knight e5 and knight check. I just want to try and get rid of a knight for a bishop. That would be great. But
yeah.
in any case, he played that. He gave me the freedom to play b6, which is the most solid pawn structure I can have at this point in time.
Yeah. Bishop d6 was nice.
Oh, so yeah, bishop d6 is like good, but he obviously saw it, so that's all good. Well done. And then the tactic where I did rook takes bishop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also here bishop d6. Yeah, rook d8, queen f6, I guess. Yeah, I think he should have just taken the pawn. I'm really not sure. And then this felt like an obscure but I actually wanted to play bishop c5 here, just straight out the gate. Sorry, after f4.
Bishop c5. Yeah, we were looking at bishop c5 or like rook e6.
Bishop c5 first.
Yeah.
Rook e6 I didn't feel like helped me out that much.
Like bishop d5. Yeah.
But yeah, so like I was trying to figure out if so bishop c5, queen takes f6, rook takes d3, e3. I was trying to figure out if I could get away with this and so he can put his queen on where can he put his queen that I can't take with the rook, you know?
So, like,
Yeah, rook all the way back.
Queen d8
Check.
check.
Rook e8 check.
Oh, that's really cute. Yeah. Nice.
No, that was what I was trying to go for that, but I couldn't figure out if he could get his queen anywhere else, and I think this was a potential
Right. Can he go
win.
Ooh, yeah, because he can't go here.
So I mean, okay, let's say he shifts his king up a square to like king f1.
Wait, what's wrong with queen c6? Did we already look at it?
Then you just take
Oh,
the
queen c6.
Queen c6, like before.
Oh no, now I take the queen. Yeah. And it's like transposers. I think like this is pretty much what we got, right?
Oh. Yeah, I don't think.
Or I take the rook.
Yeah.
But then
There's no square. Yeah.
Bishop. Wait. Sorry. This might.
Oh, we can take the bishop.
Like
Oh yeah,
this,
queen takes bishop. That's
this,
nice.
And then
Yeah, that's
we can,
it.
like, ruin this shit.
So queen c6 is a refutation. That's brutal. Oh, he would have had to find that, but that's gorgeous. Yeah. All right. Okay, it doesn't work. Good.
No, but I mean, it worked
Yeah.
out. Like,
It worked out,
practically,
yeah,
It's
yeah.
fine.
It's just risky.
Well, no, yeah. So I went for the risk-free option, I guess. So rook takes bishop, and yeah.
Yeah.
Rook takes bishop. I was wondering if you try and take the pawn, but
Yeah, but then you can take on c3.
yeah.
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 I think it worked out okay for you.
Yeah,
You
and
took
then
the risky path this game. Yeah.
I mean, not really. I feel like
But-
tactics is kind of like, you got to be very confident when you play that.
Fair.
Like, I would not have the confidence to play that, you know.
I don't know. I feel like it's pretty straightforward. Like you're pinning it down, and there's like nothing to do really.
Also, I probably should have gone like knight f8 or something maybe, but yeah, not 100% sure. Because king h7 allows like bishop pins and annoying things, and
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then here it was a draw.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he offered a draw, and then I spent ages trying to find like any form of plan, but I've got to go king g8 essentially because f5 would be a problem if I don't. So, for example, I make like a random pawn move. F5 it just kills me because f5,
f6 is coming.
knight e5, f6, knight f6 check. Knight takes queen, pawn takes queen. I can't stop the promotion.
Yeah.
That's rough.
And yeah, what else? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this is a good. This is a good draw.
result for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I if anything, despite like, because I was going like, all right, color complex, whatever. No, I don't think. I think this is such a hard play for black.
I mean, the only thing is like, you have more experience on him, and I feel like especially.
Yeah, that
was,
I essentially spent like all of my like last like I spent like I had 11 minutes, but I think I got down to 5 minutes
Yeah.
when I accepted the draw, because I was just like I just spent like 5 minutes just like, or 6 minutes just being like, can I? Because he hasn't played great endgame moves right now.
Yeah.
But I just can't go off that premise. And I didn't want to play out the draw because I just absolutely shattered.
Okay, save your energy.
Yeah, save your energy. Yeah, you have 2
Yeah,
more
I've got
rounds?
2 more rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. And I was
But
like,
fine.
wow, another minor piece, bishop versus knight endgame. Here we go.
Yeah, I know. I knew, I was thinking that as well. I was just like, oh, Rachel, if he took the queen trade, then
Yeah.
then we're on.
Yeah, I think I messaged you this morning. I was like, more knight bishop endgames or what? Yeah.
It's what happens when you play the French. It just is. Like,
I thought
it's...
you were gonna trade queens and be like, I have more experience than this guy. Like I've
Oh
analyzed.
no, I would have.
games
Like
recently
I
with
was,
the minor pieces.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly. I was like, let's go. All right, you take my queen. I'm in this game. Like,
That's what I thought was gonna happen, and then all of a sudden the YouTube video said failed, and I was like, oh, what happened?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay, well, get some rest after 3 games. This is your 3rd game.
Oh, I'm gonna go have some cocktails right now. I'm so hyped for some
Yeah.
food, some like Italian, like authentic, like pasta, pizza, maybe an old fashioned if anyone does one. Just yeah, that's the dream.
Nice, yeah. Kostya was telling us about some of the places you guys were going to after the tournament and stuff, hanging out. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the Italians took us to a Scottish pub, and I'm like, guys, I'm in Italy. I know, like, for you, it's kind of funny, but for me, I'm just like, dude.
Like, really, of all the places? Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's, yeah.
Well, you
But
still
fine.
got 2 more rounds tomorrow, so don't get too drunk.
Oh. Yeah, nah, it'd be fine. Some of my best results have been on the hangover. No, I'm joking.
That's a great way to think.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, well, when I was in Reykjavik, I went out the night before the last round, and I ended up with Mata Cornet and Jules Massard, who are like in the French top. They're like 2,600 GMs, and they were like, Mathieu was like drinking, like, but just kept plying me with like loads of booze, and I was like, "How are you doing this, dude? You're gonna like play tomorrow?" And he's like, "I'm not playing tomorrow. I withdrew." And I was like, "What?" So I wouldn't have been here if I did that.
Wow, didn't
Bad
tell you.
influences.
Yeah. Straight
Yeah.
gaslighting you. Your paid actor,
Fine.
your opponent was paying him.
Yeah.
Something like that.
But
Dang. Well, you
all
guys
right, thank
play
you
some
so much for
Bughouse
doing the
us.
commentary.
Yeah, of course. It was a lot of fun.
Cool game.
You'll have to see. Did you see Kostya's game? Kostya's finish?
Oh god, yeah.
I didn't see the finish. I was like sort of looking over at the game, but I was just like, I don't know what my body language was like for that whole game. I was just like, no. I've like also in the second round today, I started getting this headache, so it just kept like getting slowly worse and worse. Like,
Yeah.
especially when you're just sat like focusing, and it's like, no.
Yeah. No, he gave away 3 pieces in a row. Like just hung his rook, hung his bishop, and hung his queen, and his opponent couldn't take any of them. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
All right, I need to see that game.
You need to look at it like this is like a top priority.
Okay.
It was so insane.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Well, have a
All
great
right.
night. Congrats.
Thanks.
Wait, how many points are you at now? For the tournament?
2.5.
2.5 out of 5.
Yeah. So if I can just crush all of my opponents tomorrow, then that'll be a nice 5.5 out of 7. But we'll see. 2 draws would put me on 50%. A win and a loss puts me on 50%. So we'll see what the pairings are like. But
Okay.
I know I feel like I've been playing fairly well against the higher rated opponents. So yeah, like today was second round today I think was like holdable, but yeah, like I felt like it was a game. I was definitely worse, but it was fun. So yeah.
Well, good luck tomorrow.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. Right, food time.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Enjoy.
You deserve it.
Yes. Party it up.
Yeah.
Also, I want to see your games as well. So like,
Oh yeah.
message me on Discord,
Next time,
and
yeah.
we'll do some.
I still haven't gotten around to inputting all of them, but once I do, I will. And
Yeah.
there's a couple that I'd be down to show you like next time we spar, or like certain.
Yeah, and
positions.
have you analyzed all of them?
I would analyze them after every round, like with everyone.
All right, wow.
It was a good like. You know,
Okay.
but I haven't put any of them in the engine yet. I don't really want to. I think there's still some positions
No,
that I want to look
yeah.
at. But I would love to analyze some more next time we spar, like certain positions and share thoughts and things like that. But there was a game that I'll have to show you. It was like I hung my queen. You can't take it because it's a pawn checkmate. It was like the most aesthetic finish. He also spent 2 minutes on the whole game, so. He like didn't even care. Like he could have very easily avoided it. So, that kind of like dulled it a little bit. But yeah.
Yeah, sure. But still,
Yeah.
you found it. So that.
Sure. Okay. Have a great night.
All right. See you guys.